to protect this land, or how it could have been protected, but we have failed in doing so.
Yeah, rightly, this is more Bodo has pointed out regarding the land issue. Basically, land issue is the burning issue, then thereafter those other issues are coming. So, as per the Constitution of India, 330 to 42 article, that is some protection for the tribal people all over India, in Assam also, Northeastern region also. So, they are protected regarding their property, culture, their social custom, all these things, language also. And even then, the 1886, as he mentioned, that Assam Land and Regulation, Chapter 10. In the Chapter 10, that is specifically mentioned from 161 section A, B. These are it is incorporated in the 1947. Though the act was regulation was 1886, the prior to independence it has been incorporated, giving some safeguard, not safeguard, purely safeguard to the tribal people of the Northeastern region. Though it was named nomenclature is Assam, that time former Assam, prior to independence. So here the tribal people lands are secured. No person is allowed to purchase in the tribal balance block area.
True.
If anybody has purchasing or illegally purchased, or the revenue authority, without following the law, without following the all these things, observing the land and regulation rules, if they have transferred any land, it can be punished to the officer concerned who has done this wrong, up to even suspension, promotion, even criminal proceedings can also be drawn against him. But in spite of this officer, that time practically only few are the tribal officers in the revenue department. So basically so-called Assamese, I am not use the so-called Assamese, the Assamese people or the non-Assamese maybe, but they are the officers.
So you feel strongly that these laws were flaunted because people were not aware of the acts, or it was like on the free will that no, this land should go to somebody?
People are not aware of the act because they know we have some rights, but they because basically tribal people illiterate. So due to that illiteracy, they know that we have some protection. They know what is the law, but they, and the general idea is that they know that we have protected. Our land cannot be transferred. If somebody transferred, what to do? What not to do? Where to file objection? Whom to approach? Who is the authority? That idea they don't have. It is the officer concerned. Government.
Have we ever tried to identify that these are the lands in the Bodoland Territorial Council or this area where these lands were fraudulently or illegally transferred to somebody else's name?
And lots of bigger. You see, that's why these issues are coming. That we are unprivileged class in our area. We are not protected. Then it's coming to culture. That's why that not only Bodos. Every tribe of the, forget about Northeastern region, they have already separated. Only because of due to all this region. Yeah. Only because of this, due to this region. In 1971, that's why the Northeastern Region Reorganization Act has been passed by the Parliament only to bifurcate the Assam, creating some other states. Now, this still that they are not learning the lesson, not getting the lesson, this bureaucrat and the who are the politically high in position, this in the Assam land, and they are not feeling that how already we have
so many acts, so many rules and regulations to protect the rights of the indigenous people, but why we have seen that Boros have been deprived? Your take on that?
Just I am telling that because of that issue, because all people are tribal people in the studying the Assam, everybody thinking that we are deprived from our right provided by the constitution, provided by the any other law. But Bodos, they are to some extent more literate. Only because of that they have, by population also large, more area they have occupied, they have raised the issue. That is the main thing. It is not that only Bodos. Only they have shown the way how to fight, how to get you justice. They have shown. All people are not only these Bodos.
I will talk in Indian context. It's you see, now there are as many as 22 separate state demanding groups in India.
True.
In different states like UP, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and even West Bengal, Bihar, and Assam. Yeah. So Bodos are not a single community that we are demanding our right, and we are demanding separate state. So in this case, the government of India, they failed somewhere to address and accommodate the hopes and aspirations of these indigenous people. And the Bodo people, they are actually, we are very much mainstream Indian people. But government of India, the official bureaucrats, as he has said, bureaucrats and these political leaders, they fail to realize this thing. Yes, they totally fail to realize this thing. Otherwise, now they are witnessing some this kind of violence and all the things. When there is violence, then only they show some they show some seriousness. But when there is no violence, the situation is when there is no any violence or anything like that, then they don't realize this thing. But you see, the constitution, there are so many provisions, so many articles, for the tribals, for our welfare, for our development, for our protection and everything. Article 46 and so many articles. But the government of India, even this tribal commission and whatever maybe, there are so many agencies, there are so many institutions, they don't even try to find out the problems. They after this 65 years of independence, what the tribal peoples are facing, they never try to find out these things. And that's why we are discriminated. We are discriminated. It's very unfortunate. We are discriminated by the system. We are exploited by the system. Now if I say that Assam is exploiting Bodo, then there will be some this thing. The communal feelings will be there, communal this thing will come out. But we are discriminated by the system. This is very much unfortunate thing. That's why I am telling. Now government of India, last time Home Minister came and he said that Assam cannot be further divided. And our Chief Minister of the state is saying that Assam will not be divided. Never.
No further division.
No further division. So I am asking them that in India, Constitution of India, in which article, which clause, which section, it's written that Assam cannot be further divided.
True.
For what reason? Is Assam only is Assam smallest state of India?
No.
That cannot be further divided? No. Is Assam, there is no so much population, it's very less population. Is it with very less population that it can be divided? I want to ask another thing, that is Assam has done everything that this kind of question of division, separation and everything, it's not this
But don't you feel that within the provision of Assam or within Assam, Bodos will have that liberation, or Bodos will have their own democratic rights, or whatever implementation, whatever development we are talking will have, because we have the Bodoland Territorial Council, and we can also directly approach central government. These are the schemes we need. But why the need of state? Because if the today Bodos have a state,
you see, Bodoland Territorial Council is an intermediate arrangement. It's not self-sufficient. We want full autonomy. We want full autonomy. We are demanding the political self-determination. You see, we want full autonomy. And Assam, in Assam concern, if we talk in Assam concern, there is very much discrimination. It's very small thing. We are demanding separate directorate for Bodo medium. Bodo medium started in 63. Now the situation is very pathetic. The Bodo medium is running in very worse condition. Our school not provincialized, there is no sufficient teacher, and even in 82 primary school there is no teacher, not a single teacher. So to run this Bodo medium, now you see Assam government has created a High Madrasa, director for High Madrasa.
True.
We welcome them at the time. So it's a very good initiative for Madrasa. So why they can't create this separate directorate for Bodo medium? This is one case. And we can give you more cases. Now Bodo language is included in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. And we are demanding that this language should be recognized as a second official language in Assam. Why they can't do this? And we demanded this birthday of the Bodofa Upendranath Brahma, 31st March. Government of Assam that please you declare this as a student day. We not say that you close the school at that day. Do anything, stop anything.
Somehow I feel that you have tried from your end to press the government of Assam that this is what we want from you, please do this. Which always you will give me a notion that you wanted to be part of Assam, but since you feel that they have rejected whatever proposed ideas you have suggested them, is it like that?
Definitely. No, at a single example the government of Assam can say that we have done this without bloodshed, without movement, without demand. There is not any single example. Even after movement also, you see at the time of Bodo movement, 1135, 6 years FSU movement, they have killed our innocent people. There was gang rape. I am not talking about NDB movement and BLT movement. The BLT movement and NDB movement, it was arms movement. So they are saying that this is wrong idea, this and that. If that is wrong idea, then at the time of democratic FSU movement, non-violent, why they killed 1135 people? So these are the example. So for our right, which are very much legitimate right, which is very much constitutional right, which is written in the Indian constitution, for that right also we have to sacrifice our life. This is the situation in Assam. So to very frankly speaking, from our side, we are not such organization, such community to blame without any reason. We don't want to blame the government and system without any reason. This is our system, our government. We respect this thing. Constitution, government, we respect this thing because we are the citizen of this country. But why the political leaders, why the bureaucrats, why the officers, they don't try to realize, understand our problems.
When the Boro Accord was signed in 2003, it was welcomed by the Boro communities, and you had this arrangement called Bodoland Territorial Council. So there also you see that it could not meet your aspiration because you were saying that it is not an autonomy, it's not a complete autonomy, and the Bodos are looking for complete autonomy. Then why are the legislators from the Boro community accepted that arrangement?
No, the thing is different because the Bodoland, not earlier Bodoland issue is different. Prior to there is the Udeshan.
Yeah.
Udeshan, that is 67. That is tribal land or Bodoland, whatever. That is the main, yeah. After that, after fighting and fighting, they are not getting. Then it comes to the Bodoland. That time Udeshan is a different issue. That is all the plain tribals. They fight for their homeland like that. Thereafter Bodoland, then 50-50 divided some 50-50. Still that issue is still survive. Only government is making some temporary arrangement. That is the main thing. The issue raised in the 1967 and issue as on today is same. Only the government is making some arrangements step by step to close the demand, to negate the demands of the people, of the tribal people. But people are also that if they are fighting for their causes of the Bodoland or tribal people, safeguard, whatever it is, but they are thinking because continuous movement is not good for the people, for the struggling people. No, that is not. They cannot run also even. That's why I think this who are in the leaders of the movement, who are leading all this movement, they thought proper to take some step-by-step development. Maybe that is their ambition, maybe their theory. To step by step. First BTC, BAC Council, then BTC. Maybe now they are thinking of state, maybe unitary. I don't know exactly, but maybe they step by step because government that demand of 1967, demand of 87, divided from 50-50, still today exists. It is not finished. Only government is sometimes to want to satisfy giving some power to some extent like way.
But when you say divide Assam into 50-50, where we have one by Assam where Assamese community lives with some other community, and when we have on the other side the Boros, where we'll still see that other tribes also will be staying with you, the Missing, the Tiwas and the Bengali communities. So how do you explain this, divide Assam as 50-50?
I'll come to that. Before that, now we are talking about the BTC Council.
True.
Yeah. BTC Council, this council has taken a resolution in 2010 January for demanding full-fledged separate states. They have also resolved officially, and they have sent it to Government of India also, the Prime Minister, the President of India and all.
So they are also not satisfied.
They are also not satisfied. It's one example. And at the time of BTC Accord, there was 2-3 points why the Bodo people and whole Bodo organization supported that movement, that accord. One, there was simultaneously we had to look two things. One is our demand and issue, our right. Other is the BLT movement. So it was arms movement. So everybody want that there should be peace. So at that time our another side, very serious side was how to bring peace in the region. So we can't depend it any time on the government. Some part is we must play a role in some part. Like now NDAB, we are we are not supporting the NDP movement at the time that while they were demanding sovereign. Now they are stepped down to separate state. Now people will ask that sometimes people ask and government also ask that you are joining with NDP, we are supporting